Ladies and gentlemen, the king is here, back with another banger. We're back with another episode of Genshin. Today, we're doing NAVIA'S quest. Now, while we're doing NAVIA'S quest, we're in a 24-hour string. And I said 500 bits, I would take a shot. Apparently, these niggas have money. So, I've had at least 15 to 20 shots, let's say that, of Hennessy. And you see how the top of the bottle is, almost gone. Not even half though. So, got an early ass class tomorrow, so I gotta go to bed, King. That's cool, beans. Go to class. Have a good night. Excuse me. As I was saying, Celestial Dreams, have a good night. As I was saying before, chat has got me drunk. So, this is the first Genshin drunk stream that I've ever been a part of, and the chat has ever seen. My sound is off because it was at one point. Let me drink some water before I throw up. You should do the event, not the story quest. I feel like, no, the event has talking things. Listen, if we're gonna get most of our Genshin experience, I'd rather just common thing with the story event is that they talk a lot and I don't have to do a lot. So I just have to comment on the things that's going on. Me playing Genshin drunk? Not even. Let's not even. Turn it up to 10, turn it down on my head. The event has 3 days left. I'll play it, chat. Don't worry. I'm gonna play it. Don't worry. Genshin while drunk is insane. Chat, should I summon first? I'm gonna summon first. I'm gonna do it within. We're back to regular screams. We're back to regular streams. When a story bit at the event, when a story event is about to end, this is loud in my ear. I got you. Turn the volume down. I got you. Is it good now, chat? Actually, let me go to the 35 ski. Are we good now? Perfect. Okay. Now the event has a couple more days. We're back to regular streams. Honestly, okay, this is an update. This is a good time to say it. I'm only gonna play Genshin on Sundays to get the most out of it. Because when playing like a 2-hour stream and I'm just still doing Golden Slumber, I'm only doing 2 hours.
People are used to the desert life, but still, I hope it
doesn't really make sense. So if I do a 4-hour stream doing Golden Slumber, I get more stuff done than the 2 hours. You feel me? You get it. What was I saying? The event that's going on right now, I'm gonna get it done because it's about to end. It's gonna get done. Don't worry about it. Still gonna do story quests. It's gonna take 2 hours. That's the basis of all story quests. This, that, and the third. Cool beans. I should unblock you in Genshin? Never. And they keep giving me this because I stopped playing the game the entire month of December because Genshin's thingamajig is terrible, but I stay grinding on whatchamacallit, Sorrow's thing because I love it. I did play a little bit with Nani though. Nani was playing, I was like, hey, might as well, right? I should do a co-op farming stream. I should. If Genshin ever gives me more resin, then I'll definitely do it. But until I'm off this 120, but we're gonna go ahead and summon. No way they're giving me this character, right? Actually, have I already used my shop thing? Bro beans. This liquor is trying to kick my ass. I'm letting y'all know. This liquor is trying to kick my ass. I've learned the more water I drink, the less drunk I get. I don't know if that was a common thing before, because usually I don't try to get less drunk. The more water I drink, the less drunk I am. So, I'm gonna drink a lot of water. English, it's not my forte today. But we're gonna keep summoning on Navi. I'm not spending money with my drunk self, okay? Drunk self is not spending any money. Because drunk self isn't in the right headspace to do so. That's pretty good. That's pretty good as well. Wait a minute. Barbara came and just, you know, showed out for no fucking reason. What was your pity? Probably not high enough. Like, Barbara, what did you show up for? And I got a weapon. What weapon was it? It's Favonius, ain't it? Favonius fucking greatsword. Cool beans check. This game told me to suck a dick. Okay. Check the fountain in Fontaine and the tree in Sumeru for other wishes and stuff. Imagine smashing a Hydro Archon while drunk. They'll be controlling the ocean. It'd be like controlling the ocean. Reese? What the hell are you talking about? Drunk stealth? Stop reading every comment that pops in. Cause I almost read 500 bits and I'll take a shot. The stream elements, nigga. What am I doing? I'm going SJ. The crack of music. Muskets breaking the silent. That has to be event, right? Unless I'm tripping. Available? Accept trust. Unblock me, unblock me. You want to unblock me so bad? Actually don't. The more you say it, the more I want to keep you blocked. The sober me is still inside of me somewhere. And he's telling me not to unblock you. Everybody on YouTube, I'm drunk as hell. Had to pay attention to that recorded button because I did press it. Dang, bro, I beg you, please accept my friend request. But why would I accept your friend request if you all get a chance to join my game? When I say to join the game, because everybody can put in the UI and then press enter, and then if you get in my game, you don't. I mean, if you get in my game, you do. If you don't get in my game, you don't. Everybody has the same chance if you're my friend or not. I'm stuttering. I hate when I stutter, but fuck it. Chat, this is my first stream. Drunk as shit, doing an event. A story quest. At any given moment, I could just shut my eyes and I would be fucking out. But I won't allow it. Because my PC would probably fucking explode. My camera will fucking explode. And these bright lights will fucking implode. Do I gotta time you out for another 10k seconds? We'll see. You know, Farina?
Else more interesting to do?
You should switch your stream name to drunk while streaming Genshin. First of all, thank you, because I have to change my thing to Genshin Impact, and then intro Genshin while drunk. I would say drunk as hell, but I don't know if Twitch will allow me to say hell. Genshin while drunk. I don't know why, but sometimes you sound like Deku. Yeah, you're tripping. Okay, but there are some people in your friends list. Earlier streams got lucky. Shaking my head. They're just on my friends list to be in my friends list.
Well, if it isn't my dear partners.
Why are you walking like that? Your feet were like levitating. I have to put you on auto. Thank God. Imagine me trying to read while drunk, chat. I can barely see you. Imagine trying to see the words. I'm glad. I have the piss again. But I don't have the piss right now.
To run into you guys here today. Are you headed somewhere?
I'm just getting. What? I'm just getting our daily doses of adventure and no plans in particular.
How about you, Navia? Are you still busy rebuilding Poisson?
Poisson.
We've wrapped up most of the rebuilding, but there are still a few things left to take care of. Stocking up on materials, confirming construction timelines, discussing compensation terms with families affected by the disaster. Between all of that, I've been making a lot of trips between the court and Poisson.
Was Spender Rasula affected too? Should you really be the one offering compensation?
Well, though the victims have received relief payments from the court, in my opinion, as the administrators of Poisson, Spina di Rosula should take some responsibility as well. Our
Right.
financial situation right now isn't the best, so all we've been doing is signing agreements for the damages to be repaid at a later date. Though just pieces of paper now, they demonstrate our commitment. They're necessary to restore the people's faith in us.
Whoa! Spoken like a true president. You're a really responsible leader. That must be taking up most of your time, though, right?
Right.
Oh, you bet. Between that and all the other errands I have to run at the court, I'm always forgetting one thing or another.
I don't know if it's just me. Navia sounds like an old ass lady right now. She sounds old as fuck. Sounds like she used a fucking cane. What's the other shit? A walker. Navia sounds old as shit, but I might be tripping. I'm waiting for King to be so drunk he starts speaking French. Oui.
So before I came over this
Croissant.
time, I took a page from Melusa's book and decided to make a list of everything. This way, it's easy to see which tasks you haven't checked off.
And then,
And then, since Melus loved using shorthand, I decided to also follow his example and come up with some shorthand of my own. But after running a few errands in the city, I'm kind of struggling to even read my own handwriting anymore.
That does sound like you, all right. So what kind of shorthand did you use?
Oh, wanna take a look?
Let Paimon see. Wait. There's nothing here but a bunch of weird symbols. This looks like a piece of kelp wrapped around a stick. And this other one, is it supposed to be a boar in a box?
what?
The first one has to do with confirming the final payment amount for the fishermen, while the second one is a reminder to try the new burger that just hit the market.
What?
Okay, Paimon can definitely see how you might forget what each of these mean.
Maybe just use standard shorthand symbols next time. Maybe just write out each item next time.
Thank you for your advice. These are the kinds of things you only really figure out once you've tried them out yourself. I thought that as long as I understood my shorthand when I came up with it, I'd be sure to remember the symbols when I looked at them later. Unfortunately, I've definitely proven myself wrong.
Well, now you know for next time.
Anyway,
Like, why
I
is
should
this?
have already taken care of most of the things on the list. There are still a few symbols that I can't decipher, but I don't think they're anything too super important.
Shorty wrote down an entire list. This at least has to be 10 of a whole bunch of shorthands that she wrote, and she can't decipher what she wrote. If you couldn't decipher your own text, why did you shorthand write them?
Worst comes to worst, I'll just make another trip.
So you're going to head back now?
Yep, that's the plan. Oh, actually, since we talked about the reconstruction earlier, wanna come with me and check out the town for yourself? You said you don't have any plans, right? So we can just catch a boat and head over.
Stop volunteering me
take
for
long at
activities,
all.
ma'am.
It's a bit sudden, but Paimon doesn't see why not. What do you think, Traveler?
I'd be interested in taking a look.
Then let's go. We'll take a boat over.
Oh, you mean the Aquabus, right? Like the Clementine line?
Oh, sorry. I meant our own boat. The Aquabus doesn't have a station near Poisson, so we'll use one of the Spina's boats.
Sure, sounds good to me. I've still got something to do, so why don't you head over first? This is a good thing for the story quest. I know, I'm messing up my words, but to have the option, just go ahead and go on with the story quest, or hey, you go on and I'll meet you there. Pretty good addition. Doesn't match the fact that I need resin to be, reworked like Honkai Star Rail. Did you know? Pretty goddamn good.
All right, follow me. I'll take you there.
Throws off his rocker. You shut your mouth, Point. Thank you.
The engineer is still doing a few routine safety checks. We can head out as soon as we get the green light.
So, Paimon has always wanted to ask. The 3 Aquabus lines are all named after people in your family, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. Callus and Navia are self-explanatory,
Right.
while Clementine was the name that my mother went by.
Ah. Spina di Rosula was one of the main sponsors for the construction, right?
If you provided the Mora to build the lines, then why isn't there even a dedicated line to Poisson? Spina di Rosula built all the lines, yet you still have to take a special boat just to go home.
Real niggas,
Paimon
Mama.
doesn't get
Real
it.
niggas.
Well, what I heard is
Poisson?
that most of our businesses don't actually use Poisson as a hub. So there was no real reason to build a line straight to Poisson. You are right that it is a bit strange, though. If you've already committed to build 3 lines, why not just add a 4th?
Are you a Winter Soldier, by the way? Don't know what that means. I like the code. Bro, no cap, Navia gotta be crazy good at using a whatever the fuck. Reese, got one more again. With his drunk hands just typing a number. Below 100,000. We'll see how much time you get timed out.
Yeah, that's what
What
Paimon's
the
saying.
fuck are you talking
The
about?
Aquabus is so convenient, it's really a huge shame.
Well, it is what it is. You know what my father was like. Even I often struggled to figure out what was going on in his head.
Well, something that big also wouldn't have been just... What? Well, something that big also wouldn't have been just his call. Perhaps the rest of Spinda didn't see a point in having a 4th line. A Winter Soldier is one who loves the snow bunnies. Man of culture? Appreciate you, Reese, for the translation. It was crazy, chap. Probably shouldn't say this. Actually, not really give a fuck. Not really. But I would have said this sober? Probably not. Me and snow buddies just don't connect. I have yet to have a white girl come up to me. Or a white woman, let me say, because I'm 23. White girl has never come up to me, and I've never gone up to white girl. Me and the black women? So locked in. Me personally, though, I had only one light skin. You know? And I'm trying to venture back. I've had a lot of dark skins in my life. I've had a lot of dark skins in my life. Let me phrase that differently. I had a lot of dark skins and I had a lot of brown skins. Light skins and in between light skins and dark skins, I've had a lot of in my life. But I'm trying to, you know, venture forth into them. And I've had a lot of, in my life, big girls. I've had a lot of big girls. But I'm leaning more towards skinny girls. Skinny to chubby. I'm looking in that variation right now. Because I've had a lot of big girls and I've had a lot of experience with them in my life. But, you know, I feel like it's time to, you know, explore my options. You know, look for certain things. Not that I don't want them. I've had them. And I need to experience more to see what I really like for real. You feel me? Better feel me. I really have to piss. I'm not going to piss yet. Perhaps the rest of spinning. Nah.
But that would only be the case if he cared about what others thought. My father was always really stubborn. Once he made up his mind, good luck getting him to change it.
She said stubborn. I thought she said southern. I was like, what the fuck is the southern of Genshin Impact? Niggas are in Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Florida, fucking Texas. I don't have that. The hell is southern? Have I... What about Latinas? Listen, chat. Latinas are dangerous. They will get me stuck. And I shut... You know, if they really want to, if I lock it with a Latina, it's fucking over. You know, but I haven't had a Latina in my life. The most I've had, barely white woman, a light skin, dark skin, brown skin, and a Filipino. That's all I've had in my life. All I've had in my life. You know, talking to one another, having conversation, expressing each other's feelings. Yes, every single last one of them.
of her, the rights of all the other members of the Spina only went as far as giving him advice or suggestions, and no farther. That included my mother, too.
It was crazy. If she would have said Southern, I wouldn't have been
That
surprised.
explains why you weren't on the greatest of terms with him.
Yeah, because I wouldn't just let him keep getting his way. He was just...
Drink
not
some
very
water. I'm on my
agreeable.
second bottle.
Boss, the boat's ready. We can head out.
What the fuck you say that so aggressive?
All
I
right,
know the boat's
then
ready. You ain't have
let's
to yell
head
at me.
out.
Just giggling at everything. Watch your mouth. I have the piss. Right when the ties together, stop it. When we get to our next cutscene, this boat is small as shit.
It'll be a while before we get to Poisson. Let's keep talking.
Before we talk, I gotta go piss, chat. Give me-
Navia, what was your mother like as a person?
They're gonna talk because the boat's moving. Never mind. What's your mother like as a person? Nigga said no.
I'm sorry. She totally forgot that you mentioned before that she passed away during childbirth, so you probably don't remember her.
God damn, Paimon.
That's all right. I've heard many stories about her from the rest of the Spina. They've always said that they were sure we would have gotten along famously. While my papa was stiff like a board, my mother was supposedly super cheerful and funny.
Damn.
Their complementary personalities allowed them to make up for each other's flaws.
Paimon, dead ass
My
wallow.
father would run the businesses and expand our reach, while my mother would keep the peace and make sure that everyone was happy. Their work made sure that the Spina could grow and thrive.
Sounds like they were not just a well-matched couple, but fantastic business partners as well.
Right.
Yeah, but those are just stories and anecdotes after all.
Excuse me.
It's hard for me to piece together a more complete or intimate picture of her. But sometimes I'd still look at the Clementine line and wonder, would the Spina and Poisson still be what they are today had my mother survived?
Giving you like a million.
Silver once said that a name is a kind of inscription, a way to etch a memory into the world. When given a name, a cold, inanimate object can gain a completely new meaning. So, I will always associate the line with her in my heart. Over the past few weeks, I've also begun to appreciate how water can take in and hold our most intense feelings and memories, as well
Oh.
as how one may reflect on their past by watching the sea.
I forgot she was from Fontaine. I was like water carrying feelings, but I forgot about the fountain and all that.
I've lost many beloved people and memories to the sea. Even though I cannot stop for them and must continue to keep moving,
You know what's crazy?
the fact won't change that they existed in my life and gave me the reason and motivation to move forward.
I really wonder if the whatchamacallit.
Always. But no matter what, we can't change the past.
I can't think of the name right now. The water being that, you know, the thing with the head that floats with no feet that summons like the
But
boar and
I
this that
tell
and the third.
myself that
I wonder
need
if
to
they
keep
actually watch
looking
over
towards the
Navia.
future. Everyone, even my parents, have
Ocean
already
it.
overcome
Thank God you
so
said something.
many obstacles.
Oceanid?
Besides,
Yeah, that's the word.
I'm the president of Spina di Rosula. I've got to keep my chin
I
up.
wonder if that Oceanid actually watches over her. Actually has feelings for Navia since like those other two were with her this whole time, you know. Pick the bucket. Navia's go to for real? No cap.
We've reached the shore. Let's go. I'll show you the new Poisson.
New person. Is it actually going to be different? Don't answer that question, chat. I actually have to piss. Hopefully they don't talk. Give me 2 seconds, chat, for to go piss. Thank you. There's a piece of lettuce in my fucking chair. Quick piss. On my green screen. This bottle of Henny just looked into my mind. Bro's cooking numericals. I feel like if I sit back, I'm not gonna sleep. Shut up, chat. Actually, this is actually incredibly more comforting.
Navia, do you think she's doing alright?
Of course. Seems to be managing. She also has been having to cope with a thing or another.
Okay, Paimon supposes you're right. She's really been through a lot. It couldn't have been easy shouldering so much by herself.
The new croissant though, is it actually going to be different or is it going to be exactly the same? Am I going to have to move through this hole? Not, yes, I'm going to have to. Thought so. Was that bird making that noise? Hopefully it was. Old ass lady. Bitch name is Viet. Vietit? Vieti? Yeti? Bitch name is Yeti. Got it. Is that a... Nope. I'm seeing... Beat this bitch up. What the hell are you niggas fighting? What is over here? This is a cooking utensil. You know what? Utensil machine. Shut up, chat.
Boss, you're back! Traveler and Paimon, welcome back to Poisson.
You know me first name, last name? Chill out.
Oh, hey! Fancy seeing you again, Florent. Is it your turn to take care of Navia now?
Hey, I can totally take care of myself.
Yeah.
For the time being, I'll go around without any attendance. We did hand over some of Malus's old responsibilities to Florent, though. It's been really nice to have him around to help out.
I see a little point.
Thank you for
Have
the
a good nap.
compliment, boss. As you see, I've been working closely with
Nap.
the boss
Sleep.
on rebuilding Poisson. Mr. Malus was an extremely capable and respected member of the Spina. I've got some really big shoes to fill.
All right. There's no need to be so formal. Everyone's practically old friends by now.
Old friends.
Were you waiting here for me? Did we manage to make any progress on the statue?
The statue?
Yeah, we contacted a sculptor about the job, but they can't get started on sourcing a correctly sized block without knowing the design that we want to use first.
What?
You're commissioning a statue?
Thought I was tripping.
So, basically, we've been meaning to commission a statue of my parents in commemoration of everything they've done for the Spina and the town of Poisson.
If they can't find a picture of her mom, I'm gonna be pissed. I really want a picture of the other two niggas that sacrificed their life. Parents, cool and all. These niggas was here from the jump, made a whole lot of sacrifices for Shorty Navia. I want a picture of I want a statue of the other two rather than the parents. I have no clue what the mom looks like. Yeah, I have semi clue what the dad looks like. But these two niggas, we have a clear picture. It would be much more similar.
But since my father was known as callously unfaithful for the longest time, it would have been too controversial to commission a statue of him.
No, my bad.
But now that his name has been cleared, and the town is also being rebuilt, I thought this would be the perfect chance to actually realize this dream.
The funds to build the statue were freely donated by the people of Poisson to show their appreciation for Miss Clementine and Mr. Callus and everything they did.
Shouldn't Navia be featured with them too?
Me? I'm just the newbie president that's running around and causing everyone trouble. Maybe we can have this conversation again in a few decades. Once I've done more for the town and the people.
Let's see if Genshin's still even here. Or
To be
Tavon.
so humble. Didn't you just help save the entire country?
I agree wholeheartedly. I also believe that Boss should have a place on the statue.
Hey, if you keep inflating my ego like this, I might just float off into the sky with my parasol. Just kidding. There's no way that I'd accept that kind of compliment at face value. At a minimum, I'd have to match what my father did for the people.
Well, if that's what you think, I think it'd just be a matter of time.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Giving Mary
I
Poppins?
just
Who you telling?
don't
What's
think
up,
I'm
Mary
ready
Bang?
yet. Anyway, Florent, now it's up to us to confirm the final design, right?
Mm-hmm. We can ask the sculptor to start looking for a good block once we've decided on the poses for Miss Clementine and Mr. Callis. But we haven't had any real discussions yet on the possible designs. I feel like I should get a few promising designs first, and then send them over to you to review.
Do we actually have pictures of
There's
both of
no
them?
need for all that.
Not together,
Let's
but just
decide on a
individuals
design
at all.
right now.
Damn.
You, come over here with me.
Our thighs rubbed together. Almost died. Me? What are you doing?
Modeling a few poses, of course. Here, just pretend to be Callis, and I'll be Clementine.
If we're modeling your parents, I got a certain position I would love to try.
That's,
Didn't you say on the boat that Callis and Clementine sounded like great partners? Well, then there's no one better to fill this role than my most valuable partner.
Is that me?
Florent, let's grab some reference shots.
Hey, Pama, she said I'm the partner. I'm finna do
Got it, boss. I'll go get the camera.
the camera. Hey, Navia.
Well,
we
what do you think? Got any ideas?
Shouldn't you be running the show?
Well, I've actually discussed it a bit with Florent before, but I could never come up with any fresh or original ideas. It's probably because my idea of them is already kind of set in stone. So, I want to pick your brain for a bit and see if you can come up with some new and interesting ideas.
I'm all good here, boss. Feel free to start posing whenever.
Okay, let's try something imposing, distant, happy pose. Imposing? Chat, what does imposing mean? I feel like I know what imposing means, but I don't think I get the real definition of imposing. 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 Grand and impressive in appearance. You know what?
Imposing, huh? Oh, I've got it. Let's try this.
Imagine. Ooh! I like that.
This pose. It makes me recall Sfina di Rosula's glorious golden age.
Yeah.
but isn't Clementine's pose a bit too bold and heroic? Was she really that kind of person?
Fine, man. Like, bro, we got a fire-ass picture, and just because you're not in it, you want to ruin it. Shut your mouth.
If we were to stick with this pose, maybe people would wonder if she was actually the real boss behind the scenes.
Oh!
Tabloids did indeed speculate as much back in the day, but the Spina pulled a few strings and made both the report and the journalist disappear.
Oh,
Yo,
Paimon
JoJo
was just
pose.
kidding! Please don't make Paimon disappear.
Child kind of ate that.
What Florent meant was that we asked the journalist to choose a new alias. You're right, though, that this may not accurately represent the image of her in our hearts. Let's try to come up with something else.
I'm telling you, I have the perfect pose for this stand. But you know. Do a happy pose?
Happy pose? You mean something like we were laughing together at a funny joke?
Right. Okay, that shit was terrible.
Would all that be able to come through with just a picture?
Fuck no.
Would we even be able to tell what they are supposed to be laughing about?
Okay, it's all
Yeah.
This one makes
And
sense,
that'd
actually.
probably be a
Not
massive
the
pain
picture,
to
but their
sculpt as well.
explanation.
Can one of you try striking a pose like you're talking while the other one laughs?
Not the Walmart commercial fake laugh. That's exactly what it is. And your hat is covering your entire mouth.
That actually sounds pretty hard to pull off. Forget it, let's try something else.
Alright.
We tried a bunch of different ideas, but none of them felt right. Paimon's all out of brain juice now, too.
Okay, then. Let's try looking out into the distance.
By that, do you mean as if we were standing on a boat and looking out at the sea?
Sure.
Sure. Let's give that a try.
Whoa, you
That one's kinda hard.
Paimon of a captain and their first mate.
That one was kind of hard.
Look over there, my dear Clementine. As you can see, every tree on that island is dripping with mora fruit.
What the hell is wrong with you, Palmon?
But there's something off with the composition.
What do you mean?
This pose makes Mr. Callis look too tall next to the lady.
What?
Oh, I see what you mean. Then let's swap.
Well, Paimon is a fan. A statue like this would look fantastic on a boat.
But he's gonna be
Wait.
against it.
But we can't do that. Very few people would see the statue if we were to put it on a boat.
Right.
This statue is meant to be placed in the town.
Now, what's wrong with having these exact two people being in the town, but just not on the boat? Paimon just brung up on the boat.
But then, since we're putting it in the town, the whole point of the pose would be lost.
Oh, okay. We'll try to think of something else.
What? Look at your gut. I got a pose, but I don't think what the hell? Like I said, no way.
We tried a bunch of different ideas, but none of them felt right. Paimon's all out of brain juice now, too.
When are you ever filled
Oh,
with brain juice?
don't worry. We still got a lot of reference shots out of the session. And each of them can be considered to be a souvenir in their own right. Let's just keep the ideas we tried as backups. Man, if I knew I was going to do a photo shoot with the Traveler,
Uncle
I would have
Rosé.
prepared a lot of outfits and props ahead of time. Oh, outfits! Ugh, that's the errand I forgot back in the city. Do either of you still remember that girl? The girl I went to see with you two. Her name is Adele.
Heavens no, I don't remember.
Remembers her. She was the one that we met while investigating Mr. Callus's case, right?
I don't remember. She always believed that her father, Jaquise, was a good person.
Yes, that's exactly who I'm talking about. So
Stop
after
yawning.
the case,
Stop it.
she was
This liquor
finally
trying to put me
willing
to
to talk
sleep.
to me, and she told me that she wanted to join the Spina too. I said that it's fine, but young children are not allowed to join the Spina. She will just have to wait a few years, and then we'll welcome her with open arms.
A few
Since she's
years.
still a child, though, she thought I was just trying to let her down gently. But how could I get her to believe that I meant what I said? In the end, I came up with an idea. I'd have a Spina uniform made and give it to her as a gift. But I got so busy and distracted in the city that I forgot to pick the uniform up.
What?
So I did forget something important after all.
Don't worry, boss. I can send someone to pick it up right away.
I'm gonna end up doing
On
it,
the
aren't
matter
I?
of the statue, we should still come up with a few more ideas for the design. I'll have to trouble you to source some for me.
We could have just done that from the start.
Hey, at least this way, we got some cool pictures.
Yeah, you're right. They'll have some value as souvenirs at least.
I actually do need a blanket chat. Homegirl stay booked and busy. Who you telling?
Navia, Florent, guess who's back?
Why does that voice sound familiar? Isn't that just his?
Huh? But aren't you supposed to...
Oh, well, if it isn't Coulter.
Hold on, chat. Let me get a blanket.
Back already from the Fortress of Meripede?
That's right. I finally finished serving my time. Gotta
Think it
say,
was in
turns
jail?
out I was a lot tougher than I thought. After I got out, I immediately made a beeline back to Poisson. You could say that familiar briny smell became a primal call, urging me to forget everything else and just come back home. You wouldn't believe how much I've missed Melissa's grilled fish. I dreamed about it every time I had to get a welfare meal down there underneath the sea.
It's good to have you back, Coulter. You look as well as ever.
Why the fuck was he in jail?
And this guy is...
A jail.
Ah, let me introduce you. This is Coulter, another of Spina di Rosula's members. He was found guilty and sentenced to the Fortress of Meripede some time ago.
For what?
But, looking at it now, it was probably another one of Marcel's plots while he worked at the Confrérie of Cabrières.
So y'all just
Wait,
didn't
Mr.
listen?
Marcel? What do you mean?
Oh,
He
this
was
nigga don't know
involved in
about shit.
Some sort of plot?
Have you
Yeah,
not heard
nigga's a
anything at
criminal.
all about the water from the primordial sea case?
Nigga's a criminal.
Well, I know that Fontaine got flooded, but then the water levels miraculously receded. I thought that was all there was to it and didn't care to ask for any more details. Do you mean Mr. Marcel was somehow involved with all that?
Yes.
Oh, looks like we'll have to explain everything from the top.
Literally everything.
That case. A lot of things have happened in Poisson since then. First things first, let me introduce you to these two. They're my most trusted partners. and they've been with me through thick and thin.
Realest niggas is
Now you
Savant.
could call them Spina di Rosula's VIP helpers.
Realest nigga is Savant. That's what you
Oh,
call
nice
it.
to meet you.
Besides the nigga
I don't
part.
recall Navia ever generously complimenting anyone like that before.
You know?
So you must be pretty amazing to get that from her.
Yeah, we are indeed pretty amazing. But we've been cool since before we even met her.
We just follow Navia's lead. Our credit to Paimon. No, we just follow her
Humble
lead.
again, as always, I see. Even when I was totally sincere with my praise.
Nice, nice. Spina di Rosula always seems to attract great people. Oh, that reminds me. Where are Melissa and Silver? Aren't they always by your side?
Garners.
About that.
Garners.
Coulter, a lot of things happened while you were gone.
Garners.
As you can see, even Poisson isn't quite the same as how it was before you left.
Garners.
They lost their lives, keeping me safe during the flood.
Garners.
What did you say? This isn't some kind of morbid welcome home prank, right?
Nah, you're wildin' for even
You're
thinking that.
scaring me on purpose because I don't know anything about what's happened.
Nah, they're gone.
I'm sorry, but it's the truth. They weren't the only people we lost either. Many others, including Melissa, also lost their lives in the disaster.
Damn.
Luce and Melissa, dead.
Dead and gone.
Gone?
Dead and gone. That's what you get for going to fucking jail.
I was planning to give him a surprise gift once I ran into him again in town. I can't believe it.
Hey, keep it together.
First of all, keep it together is fucking crazy. Second of all, in Genshin, this actually for like sub main characters, this is a crazy death to keep going back on. Like niggas in Genshin don't really die. Excuse me. The only death we've really seen is that one nigga from Inazuma, but we don't know if he really dies for real. We kind of think he is, but there wasn't anything. At least I don't remember anything from the game and Inazuma be like, hey, that nigga died. These two niggas actually fucking die in the story. Tenpei, yes. I don't know if it was ever confirmed that he actually died, but I don't remember anybody saying like Tenpei died. Okay, I don't remember that at all. But in this section, these two niggas actually fucking died. Like they be like, hey, they're gone. And every like story quest, anything that involves Navia, they remind you that they're dead every single time.
Malus and Coulter were friends for many years, and even served on many missions together during the early days of the Spina.
Just
I can
24
understand
hours
how he
straight.
feels.
Let's sit down somewhere, so I can tell you everything that has happened while
I
you were
ain't
gone.
drinking unless somebody gives
Fair
me
warning,
500 bits.
there was
But
a
I'm
lot.
leading more towards the sub than the bits.
Okay.
He was a random soldier, but they like named him and was like, hey, he's getting gold, and they made us do missions with this nigga Tenpei. It was like, hey, we're strong as shit, but you're not Tenpei. Tenpei was like, hey, I want to be strong as shit, and so here's the delusion, and he used it. But like, all we saw him was at the back of the house, and he was old, and MC got angry and walked away. What's the face? The fish lady, or like, let me not say the fish lady because she's not actually a fish. Shorty, who was in the leader of that island, whatever island that is, I forgot what it was. Perez. I feel like she would have came up to us and been like, hey, he's dead. But like, yeah, Kokomi. I feel like Kokomi would have told us if he was dead. Navia kept telling us that these two were dead. We got a flashback that they were dead. We got another flashback that they were dead. The story continued as they were dying. In this story quest, they admit they're dead. Tenpei, you know, explains everything that happened in the recent occult.
It's unbelievable. I can't believe that those stories were real. It all really happened. Has the world gone mad?
Now you can say the two characters that's been along with Navia are side characters, and you can argue that the same thing is for Tenpei. Even though it seemed like Tenpei was like a side character that wasn't with any of the main characters, we still had a mission. we never had a mission with the two characters, with the two like security guards with Navia. We only had missions with Navia and the two characters. Navia was never not there, and the two characters were. But Tenpei, we had an intimate relationship. We had a relationship. It was a friendship with him directly. We really had a friend. We really was friends with Navia, and the other two agents were there. You know, Tenpei, we worked with this man, and you know they never say if he dies. It never says he died. We can assume he's dead, but you know we never actually know. But these two characters are like they're the same side character. Actually, because I feel like the fact that we've had missions with Tenpei is kind of the same with Navia and her side characters. They're kind of an attachment, and the fact that we've seen them a lot as much as Tenpei, they seem like more than side characters, just like Tenpei. But the fact that they're like not the main character, we're really only hung out with the main characters, and the side characters were there, and their death is pretty much equal to Tenpei. There's a lot of talking shit. Had I not previously experienced all those events, I would also have found them very difficult to
I
accept.
think you and I both feel the same way about the
should he-
profound tragedy of Melusa's loss. And the sheer depravity of Marcel's actions.
I feel like I feel like they gave Tenpei a lot of attention though. Because for him not being a playable character at all, for him to look like 1,000 other characters in this game, I feel like they gave him a lot of attention, a little bit of depth, maybe a lot of depth for a side character that's not important. Like there's 5-star characters that are literally the main focus in this game. There's 4-star characters that are not really the focus because they're pretty much overshadowed by the 5 characters, so they don't really have that many voice lines at all. Just to be honest, they don't have a lot of in the main story, by the way, just in the Archon quest, in the story quest. 4-star characters don't have that much to say if a 5-star character is there. And then you have a side character. So you have a 5-star character, 4-star character, side character. Tenpei got a lot of fucking dialogue, a little bit of depth for a side character. And that's way more than a typical side character should have. But that was just him alone. The fact that the two agents was a Navia, that's skipping a whole step in 4-star character. For a side character to have a lot of dialogue along with their 5-star character counterpart, that's a lot. But for Tenpei to be a nobody and still have that much dialogue and that much depth, he honestly got more attention than he should have.
I thought Mr. Marcel would
Oh,
always
his death is
stand by
mean?
the Spina.
Yeah, they should have talked about. They should
Everything he
have.
had, the Spina gave to him.
They should have like
It's
at least
unconscionable
confirmed,
to
be
have
like, yeah, he's
received
dead.
all
But
that, and yet still plot to kidnap and dissolve you for his insane research.
after Tenpei's death, and we went to go get revenge on whatever. After we went to go fight Wanderer, we come back to fucking Kokomi. She was like, "Yeah, we're getting help for all the people who use delusions. Go fight the Raiden Shogun." That's it.
The good news is that the Confrérie of Cabriere is no more. Gone with them too is the entire synth manufacturing and distribution network.
King, did you see the video about the guy who jumped the judge? Yes, it's hilarious. That nigga has insane verticals.
We finally closed the curtain on that long struggle.
Are you sure? But if Marcel wanted to rebel against us, he probably sent word in secret to Romeu.
The fuck is Romeu? Is that a place or a person?
Romu?
Thank God, Paimon. I thought I was tripping.
Not a name I've heard before either.
Florent should remember him. You see, there was once a major internal dispute regarding funding the construction of the Aquabus lines. Romeu was the leader of the faction that thought such a vast sum of mora would be better spent improving the town of Poisson. But Mr. Callis believed that an opportunity to collaborate with the Court of Fontaine and the Fontaine Research Institute was hard to come by, and would allow us to build many valuable relationships. Not only would the Aquabus be a good business investment, it would also boost our reputation among the general populace.
That is pretty
eventually
good.
paying us massive dividends down the line.
Yes, a stock
But
basically.
the two couldn't come to an agreement.
the fuck?
Romeu ended up taking a lot of people with him when he left Spino di Rosula altogether.
Damn.
And the split was on extremely bad terms.
Damn.
And with Papa's stubbornness, I can definitely imagine how it must have gone down.
And of course, when he
You
was
came to check out
suffering
your
the
stream?
slings and
Appreciate you,
arrows of
Soarheart.
outrageous injustice.
I'm probably gonna play
Those
Kingdom Hearts tomorrow.
relationships that he spent a fortune
More
to
likely,
build
definitely am.
didn't help in the least.
Yeah.
Appreciate you for
could
coming
say
through
it
and
was
thank you for the
price
follow.
he paid for sticking to his beliefs.
Posture check. It couldn't have been the first time a dispute like that happened, right?
Oh, that's a good point. If Callus was really as stubborn as you say, then wouldn't he have argued with the rank and file all the time?
Oh, yeah. It eventually became a thing that just happened on every day that ended with Y. But Navia, boss, you might not know this, but he wasn't always like that. He used to be a lot better with taking counsel. With him listening to our advice, and Ms. Clementine also frequently on our side, it was pretty smooth sailing for a good many years. But on the matter of the Aquabus, even Ms. Clementine completely stood by Mr. Callus's side.
Huh. I never knew. But from my perspective, Romeo's position had a lot going for it. Couldn't they have sat down and talked it out?
They're both stubborn
I
people.
think the
There's no
Aquabus
way.
was just the straw that broke the camel's back. On that topic, they eventually came to a rather radical conclusion.
What was the radical?
They believed that Miss Clementine lost her ability to serve as an impartial mediator when she became pregnant with Callus's child.
Damn.
So
The story quest for
They
Navia.
thought she had betrayed them? But that doesn't make any sense. Before she was their mediator, my mother was also her own person, and a member of the Spina. She should have the right to take any side she wished.
Right.
Yeah, but to them, even taking a side was betrayal enough. They felt like their voices could no longer be heard once their sole mediator had gone over to the other side. Of course, Ms. Clementine then passed away, and Mr. Callus began to regard the completion of the Aquabus project
No, but I'm not even
as
gonna
her
make that joke.
final wish.
Yes, I am.
With that, the last hope of reconciliation was gone.
Okay. If there are two sides, and I'm on one side, but the chick on the other side is bad, I can still go over there and, do the do, but still be on my side. Just because we have opposite sides doesn't mean I can't, do the do. So, they're not tripping, but I would have been a man to understand, but I'm just one man.
So that's what happened.
So that's what
From
happened.
that point on, Romeo and his people cut ties with the Spina.
Romeo
They
was
never
crazy.
gave us
I
any
love that
kind of
name, though.
professional or personal courtesy ever again.
Damn.
Perhaps they've regarded us as enemies ever since they left. But even so, there is still no proof that they ever acted in concert with Marcel.
I've also heard that they aren't in a good financial position, so they've been lying low for a while. But
Niggas
as
broke as
long as
hell.
they exist, they'll continue to be a threat.
I think Coulter's got a point. Both Marcel and Romeo had my father in their sights for a very long time. Even though Marcel's faction has been dissolved, we still don't know anything about Romeo's whereabouts. If they're still trying to get revenge on us, with how distracted and vulnerable we are, now would be the best time.
Good thinking, boss. We
Thinking,
should
boss.
keep an eye on them at all times. I'll let my men know right away.
I was gonna say, are we
Thank you
gonna
for
pull
that,
up on him?
Florent.
No.
And Coulter, thank you for telling me about this as well.
Don't worry, it's nothing. Do you have a moment right now?
You don't know what to get?
How about we go out for a walk? I've heard so many incredulous
lemon
things
pepper.
today.
Extra orange.
I'm finding it a bit hard to calm down even now.
Peach tea.
I mean, to think that I'll just never see them again.
Ah, in that case, why don't we go back to the court? I can pick up Adele's uniform while we're there as well. It'll save Laurent's guys a trip.
When normal people see danger, Cardigan God sees an opportunity. Quote that, Chad.
Want to
Oh,
come
is
with
it?
me again, you two? You don't mind, do you, Coulter?
Of course. That's fine by me.
That's fine by me.
Oh, Paimon feels like a lot's hinging on this visit.
We want to see Adele. Cheer up. We want to see the future star of the spin-off.
We really are the best of partners. Come on, let's go.
Why are we only meeting at the top? You know what? I might as well teleport. It's gonna take an entire cutscene, but fuck it, Chad. if you didn't notice, I went back and got my sub because that other half was calling my name. It was speaking to me. Pick up the phone, baby. Ooh. I know you're home, baby. Ooh. Didn't have enough stamina for that one, chat. If you hear me taking a lot of deep breaths, it's me trying to, you know, turn this alcohol into natural resource of energy for my body. Okay, it's like when you put coal inside of a steam engine and all the smoke comes out. The coal isn't huffing and puffing because, you know, this, that, or the third. It's just, you know, the thing that has to come out in order for it to keep working. That's what I am. Liquor is coal, I'm the train, and me huffing and puffing is the smoke.
It's nice to walk from time to time, isn't it? Think of it as something like a hiking trip. Once we're there, we can stay a few days before we return.
Stay a few days.
Sounds good. I haven't walked this road in a long time.
I was like, what the hell are we walking to? Actually, what the hell are we walking to? I forgot I can't drown in this water anymore. We got the gang. Push me to the edge, all my friends are dead, yeah. Oh, voice keep changing? I thought I was tripping. I'm glad I'm not.
Well, we've walked far enough for now. Let's take a break. Since we're
break?
out for a walk, we shouldn't stress too much about the destination.
I'm tweaking? Yes, you are.
I've grown old, so I'm not as fit as before. It's a good thing that at least my work down in the fortress was
Someone
quite
raid?
the workout.
Yeah, like, I think an hour ago. Hour or
You're
two.
doing great. We didn't have to slow down for you at all.
Your friend, Jessica did.
Back in the days before the
her name was
aquabus
Jessica
lines were
Taka.
built, we often had to hike north with our goods, then catch a boat to the court. Malus and I must have traveled this way hundreds of times. When we were tired, we would lay down for a while on the grass, and when we were hungry, we'd catch a fish or two. The Spina was still on the rise.
Has Chet ever
back
gone
then.
fishing before?
Mr. Callis was generous, and everyone had the chance to strike it rich. So, of course, we all worked really hard.
Back when my father loved me, I actually went on a fishing trip. It was me, my dad, my little sister when she was really young, my mother, and probably like 2 other people. I have no idea who they were. I could be hallucinating. Could be drunk as hell. We went fishing, and we had to do the thing where we had to, first of all, putting a worm on a hook is insane. You got to get the head of the worm and basically stick it into the hook and line it up. Painful as shit. I know it is possible. I am so far a worm. I would never do it a fucking again. But we did it. I was grossed out because worms are fucking crazy when you were young. My dad looked at me. He was pissed. He was like, "Why the fuck you bugging about worms? First of all, father, you don't even love me. Second of all, father, this is inhumane. I'm not a vegetarian and I ain't part of PETA. This shit is crazy." But, you know, I stuck it, threw the thing out. We caught no fish. We caught half a turtle. Then, on the way back to the car, I'm over here. I didn't know you're supposed to hold your fishing rod and like hold the hook close to the fishing rod so it doesn't bounce everywhere. I tell you that fishing rod had me here on each and every hand. Kept fucking sticking me. That's how I knew my father didn't love me. Thank you, chat.
And now, in the blink of an eye, the aquabus lines have been built, and this road has fallen into disuse.
I don't really think that's a bad thing though.
Oh, I know. I was just being a little nostalgic.
Just a little
Then
nostalgic.
let's stay here a bit longer. Anyone want snacks?
I mean, you looking like a snack right now, so
is this
it's
another
whatever.
chance to try some of Navia's macarons?
Macarons?
I've been dreaming of them.
You mean macaroons?
Yep, I figured you wouldn't say no to a few more.
You, it's crazy.
Wait, let me check if I have all the ingredients. Malus and Silver used to take care of tasks like this.
Depressing. I'm not gonna cry.
Okay, The stove's looking good. And as for the ingredients,
Do you keep the stove in your ass?
seems like we're all out of flour and sugar. The two most important ingredients of all.
I guess some.
Oh, would you? Oh, but it would be too much to ask you to go on a trip just for those.
Alright,
We should contribute to making the macaron too. Don't worry,
Macaron?
we cook out in the wild all the time, so he should have some stuff on hand.
Why are you yelling at me, Paimon?
Oh, that's great. Then I'll leave the ingredient gathering to you. As long as we have some sweet flours and wheat, I can start the baking.
Why is someone doing
Then I'll
laundry
go
right
look
now?
for some
Cheers,
boxes
laundry.
nearby for a makeshift table and chairs.
Great.
Thank you, Killer
Then
Cat,
I'll
for the
prep
follow.
stove.
Appreciate you.
Let's get to work, everyone.
What's crazy, chat? I'm being a doofus. Hold on. Because I remember I was recording and I told myself, turn this down, but remember to turn it back up when you start streaming. And I never turned it back up. So, followers, down is on 52. Appreciate you. Subs is on, we put that at 42. Save. And then donations, yep, at 40. Bits is at fucking 64. Turning that shit to 36. Appreciate you. Merch, raids, cool beans, bada bing, bada goddamn boom.
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
Mama see that as a compliment. You, ooh,
Ah,
actually,
how did it go?
I was
Did
gonna
you find the
lie.
ingredients?
Say you've been helping me on my drunk journey. You're the reason I'm drunk. Okay? All 5,472 drunks, 72 drinks have been you. And celestial dreams. And goddamn wreath. But fortunately, you're as tall as people hope you'd be. Glad you survived while I came back.
All done your part. Just leave the rest to me.
I'm 5 foot. I'm not tall. Sure you are. What? Did I hear a drill when making those macaroons?
Magnificent!
Magnificent.
Cookies as good as ever, Navia.
Is it really?
Boss's baking skills have always been famous. Everyone in the Spina knows how exceptionally talented she is.
Oh, it's just a hobby.
What
There's no
dogs
need to
running in the
praise me for it
background?
like that.
Have you two seriously never considered joining us? You're so close to the boss, and she obviously trusts you with all her heart, so...
Do you not know I'm an alien? There's still more important things that we have to do. Really want to, you really want to poach me from the Adventures Guild, huh?
Was it that obvious? I just thought you would be a great fit, that's all.
You just happened to walk in on our little reunion. It's actually been quite a while since we last spent time together.
I was gonna say, you don't even know me for a
Adventurers never
puzzle.
stay in one place for long. The name of Spina di Rosula would just tie them down. Besides, after everything we've been through together, I'm sure our hearts would remain intertwined even if we found ourselves on opposite sides of the world.
Something else should be intertwined, but you know, this is a family-friendly channel. Navi is right. That's certainly one way to put it.
Even if Paimon was far beyond the horizon, she'd still remember the delicious taste of Navia's macaron.
I
Macaron.
understand now. Then I am very lucky indeed to have been graced with the chance to meet the two of you.
Right.
I will endeavor to make the most of this short yet fortuitous encounter, and enjoy every moment we spend together.
We've got no wine with us, but let's still toast with water. In celebration of this moment.
Where the hell we get the water from? Oh. Huh? That's me too. I thought I heard something just now. Was it just some small critter?
Cheers! Hey, what are you doing? Quick, join in on the toast!
Cheers.
May your travels go smoothly. May the Spina continue to grow. And may our friendship last until the end of time.
Somebody stalking us?
All
Let me
set?
find out.
Let's move out then. I asked some old acquaintances in town to make Adele's uniform, so we should be able to pick it up right away.
I want to walk on water like I'm Jesus for 2 seconds. Appreciate you. Alright, that's enough. Being Jesus in 2 games in a row. Jesus Christ. Okay, it's actually below us. Hold on, she kind of thick.
Hey
Kinda
there,
chubby.
Ludovine. How's business lately?
The Demoiselle of Spina de Rosula.
The Demoiselle is
I
Spina
must
la
say,
Vazula.
your generous patronage is the one thing keeping me from going bankrupt.
Nonsense. We all know what a talented businesswoman you are.
Nonsense.
Oh, and don't forget, she's the boss now.
Like what?
My mistake, my mistake. I just got so used to calling her Demoiselle.
Demoiselle.
Are you here for the uniform?
Yes, please.
Yep. I forgot to drop by earlier when I was running errands around here.
I didn't expect Demoiselle to come and pick it up in person. It's just a uniform after all. Any of your folks could have come instead.
Nope.
Navia's always liked to take even small things seriously.
Hey, that's not the only reason I'm here. We
What else?
mostly just needed a walk to clear our heads.
Yeah, whatever.
There are few things more uplifting than taking the first step on a new journey.
Yeah, whatever.
Boss has got a point. Going on a trip with friends is always better than staying cooped up at home.
Always better to say
Very
Cooper
well.
down.
Please, wait here while I retrieve the uniform for you.
Can someone remind Paimon again why Adele wants to join the Spina?
Why Adele sound like a singer?
She hasn't given me any concrete reasons.
She is a
All
singer.
she says is that she really looks up to me. After we cleared her father's name, she became a lot more cheerful and outgoing. It's probably because she now knows for sure that her father was never a bad person. She said she used to be terrified of Papa. So, as a result, she found all the rest of the Spina super
Oh, this a nigga
scary
that's
as
stalking
well.
us.
But the Spina is very different now. She mustered up the courage to talk to me, and felt like I could really understand her.
The two of you have contended with similar circumstances. The earring is trying to kill me, Chad.
Yeah.
Actively.
You could say that. By uncovering the truth about the case, I was able to give her closure at the same time. She said that she wanted to become someone like me. Someone who could lend a hand to others, instead of standing still and waiting for others to help her.
From the sound of it, she'll be a wonderful addition to the Spina.
Yes,
I
yes.
think so too. But for now, let's focus on giving her a great atmosphere to grow and thrive. She
Stalker.
can commit to us once she's older, and can really make that decision for herself.
Stalker. So I wasn't just hearing things.
Is something up, Traveler?
Don't even worry about it. Follow me. Someone's telling us.
Huh? Tailing? Oh, Paimon's coming.
I'll go check it out too. Coulter, please hold on to this for me.
Cool beans.
All right.
Alright.
Paimon saw them too. They headed up.
Why are you in front of me?
Stop
Three
right
niggas? Come here, boy. I'm gonna put the spear gun in your ass. Oh, guess it's going in your ass.
Go!
It didn't work. God damn it. This big ass nigga. You thought you was getting away? Big man.
We knew you were going to be difficult.
Seems like if we want them to talk, we're gonna need to teach them a lesson first.
Yes.
Brothers, there's no need to skulk in the dark
Brothers.
anymore. Let's take them out!
You think this big man is gonna take me out? Am I her? Oh yeah. Oh, we in a circle.
Umbrella warfare, I guess. Hiya!
E. Why did her voice change? Come here, boy.
Feeling lucky. Hiya! Feeling lucky.
Oh, her voice is totally fucking different. Why did they goddamn disappear?
Now, talk. Who are you?
Oh,
And
she's
why
kinda
were you
bad.
tailing us?
Don't think we'll let you off easy if you keep silent.
Recognize your situation and don't entertain any fantasies of escape. We've got people up above and down below as well. Ooh! Like you should.
How did it go, boss? Are any of you hurt?
If you thought they
Gucci.
stood any chance against us, you were sorely mistaken.
Suck your shit, Navi.
Anyway, stop playing tough and start talking. There won't be any room for negotiation once the Maison Gardiennage gets involved.
We were looking to get vengeance on Spina di Rosula.
Oh, you
We
that?
were discovered and can't beat you in a fight. We admit it. We lost.
Oh, there's a butt coming.
Revenge? Wait, you're not Romeu's followers, are you?
Imagine they aren't.
You actually know that name?
Of course.
But if you do, then surely you should understand why we hate you so much.
I would advise you to calm down.
Indeed. You haven't got the
Damn, big
faintest
man
hope of
can't get up.
winning right now.
We were out drinking when we saw Navia. We got so angry we decided to follow you guys.
So you're
and look
drunk.
for an opportunity to really mess up your day. Too bad you guys messed up ours first.
Right. You're lying.
Huh?
Damn. You followed us all the way here. There's more to this.
You're pretty sharp. But so what? We didn't do anything. And now it should be pretty obvious that we can't do anything to you anyway.
Yeah, because we're too
Seeing you
fucking
like
strong.
that just really ticked us off. And we let the drink go to our heads.
You were drinking. Just long
Listen.
before you saw us.
Callus is long dead. No matter what happened in the past, I want to be able to start things anew. I am the current president of Spina di Rosula. If your boss wants to talk with me, I'd be happy to meet with him.
Tell this nigga to meet
I
up.
won't press charges for your attack. That should also help demonstrate my sincerity.
I understand. Thank you. I'll let our boss know.
Hope he
If
knocks you in the
so
head.
much as think about pulling something like this again, I won't be so lenient next time.
I
Understood?
thought understood said Uncle
All
Jose.
right. We get it. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, whatever.
Are you sure it's okay to just let them go like that now?
Actually, no, Paimon. If it was me, I would have killed him.
I don't want to inherit my father's grudges, too.
I mean, we
And
could.
moreover, when it comes to the Aquabus, I don't think what my father did was entirely correct either.
Really?
If the other side is willing to talk, I'm happy to open the door for a
I
reconciliation.
thought he was.
Opportunities for new beginnings are all around us.
I support Boss's decision as well.
bosses.
The concept of an eye for an eye is a primitive practice that has no place in today's Spina
You
di
sound close to
Rosula.
Ruckus, my mans.
Yes. Plus, we already know that they're strapped for cash. If their financial situation is that dire, they don't have what it takes to challenge us. So this may be the best time to talk. I still think we should keep an eye out for Romeu's folks, though. If he decides to ignore the warning I gave his men, then we could still have a fight on our hands.
Who gonna fight me?
Yeah, those guys definitely didn't look like big fans of yours.
Big fans of
I'd
yours.
rather things not go that far, since, though we haven't talked to each other for years, once upon a time we were all a part of the Spina di Rosula family.
Yep, that's how I feel as well. Anyway, now that we've sent them packing, we don't have to worry about those guys anymore.
Unless they shoot us.
It's getting late already. So why don't we stay the night in the Fleuve Cendre?
Fleuve
We can head back
Cendre.
to Poisson tomorrow. I'll also ask someone to write Florent a letter and inform him of everything that happened here today, so he can increase security around Poisson and be on guard against any suspicious individuals.
Do we have to stay in the Fleuve Cendre again? Even the pillows there smell like seaweed.
You're wildin', Paimon.
Sorry, that's just what happens when you live near water and
Like
don't get
what?
much sunlight. Poisson's pretty much the same though, so I've long since gotten used to it.
Alright, Paimon, you're being
So
rude.
go
She's
out in
offering
the
you a
evening
bed
for
for
some
real.
grilled fish and drinks, though. Bet you there'll be people singing sea shanties too.
She
How does
saying
that sound?
Huh. That does sound pretty cool. Okay, Paimon's on board now. Let's go. Paimon wants to sing too.
do you, bruh. God damn, you can just flip your pillow over and then it won't. What the hell? Oh, we got the suit. Bitch, y'all were just sitting here looking at me getting attacked and y'all didn't give a fuck. Square, nigga. Hold on. Square, nigga. Get me out of here. Am I going down the street? Cool beans. Pat, what do y'all know? This liquor gonna put me to sleep. Sleep. To bed.
Coming back here really does feel like this place is starting to grow on Paimon.
Is it really?
If you think about it, it would be kind of weird if the Spina's base at the court was some super luxurious building like the Palais Marmonia.
Totally. Right on the money, Paimon.
Imagine they made this place explode.
Although, of course, with the continued growth of the Spina, Papa wanted Poisson to eventually grow into a metropolis, not unlike the court. He was a very ambitious man, who rarely looked behind or beneath him. For better or worse, that always made him stand out from the crowd.
And that's also why people hated him just as much as they loved him.
Damn.
All right. Why don't you go wait for me at the restaurant? I'll go do some prep, and I'll get someone to tidy up your room while I'm at it.
Yes.
You can use the same room as last time. You still remember the room number, yeah?
Of course.
Yep.
How do I know other people haven't been
Yeah,
using
but
my
there are
room?
only so many rooms here after all.
Oh, did I just hear someone taking a dig at Fleuve Cendra?
Alright, go ahead and
I'll
shoot
tell
it.
my guys to stuff your pillows full of actual seaweed right now.
Yeah.
Paimon, sorry! Please have mercy, Navia. If you do that, then Paimon really won't be able to sleep at all.
I was just kidding. Be on your way now.
Bro, Paimon, sometimes you just need to hush up. Damn. Looking for objective in the area. Isn't it the door? Am I tripping? Tripping hard, am I? Sit inside and wait for the boutique to begin. Banquet? Stop it. What? I'm just supposed to sit somewhere. Anything opens? I'm gonna sit right here. Thought I was going inside to go to bed. I'm enjoying a fantastic meal as a wonderful performance. Something. As slowly as the died down, he returns to the room. Paimon, but he hears knocking at the door.
Are you asleep yet?
Did something happen?
Oh, no, not at all. I just figured that since we don't get to enjoy nights like these very often,
What?
we should try to enjoy it to the fullest.
As long as Paimon not
Wanna
with
go
me.
fishing? I've got some rods and lures ready.
Oh, so that's the prep you were talking about. Sure, we'll come.
I was gonna say, if Paimon not coming with me, you finna get another rod and lure. But
Hopefully
since
I
she
didn't
is, I
wake
guess
you
we're
or
actually going
anything.
fishing. I didn't wake you or anything since the invitation is coming from you.
I knew it. You really are my best partner. Okay, let's go. To the fishing spot.
I know Navia be sad as shit when I'm not around. And damn, I could have got some Z's. Yo, fine ass wanna pull up on me. Tisk, nigga. Tisk. What the hell am I teleporting to? Here. I could have teleported on the water. Would have been a little bit closer. Midnight walk? That's what she's trying to do. And when I say walk, I put it in quotation marks. I need these bells for somebody. Don't know who. Chad, I actually might sleep after this. Because I don't think I'll be able to go to sleep. I mean, I don't think I'll be able to last an hour until all of us are dead. This liquor is hitting my heart. My eyes are trying to shut, but I know it's probably like another 50 minutes, 40 minutes of this quest. So I'm sticking through it. It's a pretty chill quest though. Not really much is going on, but it's a vibe. Until we have to fight the niggas, you know? I know that's coming up because we fought with the character once before. We're gonna fight again because it seems like this other group that's opposing us is pretty hostile. Because these niggas got drunk a little bit and were pissed off at us. So, you know. Matter of fact, since there hasn't been that much action, let's go fight these niggas.
Everyone hold his.
Yoo-hoo! Out of my way! Look alive!
I call dibs.
Terry? Yeah, tell us a story. Story? Yeah. Tell us a scary story while in bed. First of all, you know what? I got a crazy scary story. Yes. Has these fishing rods always been here? Doubt it.
How can you call this fishing when you're using a fully automatic rod?
Shut your ass up, Paimon. Damn.
What's the problem? Lots of people in Poisson use rods like these.
But shouldn't fishing be all about, you know, attentively watching the float and then excitedly reeling in the catch when you finally hook something?
Yeah, Papa, you talk
Well,
way too much.
that's one way to enjoy fishing. What do you think, Traveler?
Automated is more efficient. I like Pama's method. Manual all of it.
That's how I feel as well.
Like Navia.
To me, I'm happy as
I'm
long as I
agreeing
catch
with
some fish.
whatever you're agreeing with.
Honestly, Paimon's mainly shocked at how much energy you still have at this hour.
Mhm.
Usually by this time of night, it's a struggle for Paimon to even keep her eyes open.
You will lightweight Paimon to this overnight shit.
Huh. It might just be something that runs in my family.
Might be something that just
That's a thing?
Nightwalkers?
I'm sure you'd get even sleepier if I delved more deeply into it. Anyway, I was just thinking about how grateful I am to my mother, as well as the rest of the Spina.
Your mother?
My father always had a lot of unrealistic expectations for me.
Damn.
But the more that he tried to get me to become like him, the less I wanted to listen to what he had to say.
Damn.
My mother never had those kinds of expectations.
Well, there was a whole sentence she didn't say.
I've heard that she had only one wish for me, which was that I would have a happy and secure childhood.
And he was just not giving
All
that
the
shit to
members
you.
of the Spina greatly respected her wish.
Vampire?
So no matter what I
Literally.
did as a child, they were happy to humor me. Can you imagine? Whenever my father wanted to scold me for something I'd done, everyone would form up into 2 rows and just stand silently and listen to him rant. Malus and Silver were always there too. No matter what Papa yelled, nobody else would say a word. Eventually, Papa must have recognized scolding me over trivial matters was pointless, because he eventually stopped getting on my case so often.
Like, what?
Paimon would have never guessed.
Paimon would have never guessed.
Yeah. Looking back on it now as an adult, I can hardly believe how patient and kind everyone was.
Like, what? Except for your father.
When I was young, I often thought that I could do whatever I wanted, because there'd always be someone there to clean up after me.
And now it's
But
just
once,
you.
I saw Malus come back wounded. He wouldn't tell me how he'd been injured, but I could tell it had something to do with me.
Damn.
I learned then that there's always a cost to making a mistake. The more you care about those around you, the more you should care about doing the right thing to the best of your
She
abilities.
probably does. You right.
Because
Goddamn sun glistening.
if you do falter, there'll inevitably come a time when you'll have to face the consequences.
Damn.
And when that time comes, those most precious to you really will throw themselves in front of you
Bars.
and pay the price for your mistakes.
Ooh. Skin of a killer. Navia, it must still be really hard for you. Yeah?
Sorry. I shouldn't have brought that up. I wasn't planning to talk about sad things tonight.
You know what's crazy? This kind of makes me feel. You know what's crazy? Still on the topic of Tenpei, because Tenpei was actually a soldier of Kokomi, but Kokomi wasn't that close to Tenpei. But those 2 niggas was soldiers for Navia, and Navia was really close to the 2 soldiers. I feel like this kind of makes up for the Tenpei situation. Maybe this is a form of. I don't think it's a metaphor, or it's not a simile either. Like a representation of Tenpei and Kokomi and Navia and the 2 guards. Because now that I think about it even more, Tenpei wasn't close to Kokomi at fucking all. Don't know if they died. Seems like Kokomi just did not give a fuck if he did die. I feel like Kokomi would have told us if Tenpei would have died or not. Even if they weren't close, that's still a soldier that we were known to be close to. The fact that she's been so close to these 2 guards, the fact that we've met them, talked with them, had experiences with them, and they keep bringing up this death is crazy. I don't know. I forgot if Kokomi even had a story quest, to be honest. She did, but she didn't have a second story quest. Knowing Kokomi, though, it would have nothing to do with fucking Tenpei. The first story we have with Navia is basically, I say a third of her story is all about these 2 guards that died. And all they do is talk about them, which isn't a bad thing. It's like a real connection. And this is an actual death in Genshin Impact that we are really tied to. That's really emotional for real. For me, at least. I know if Tenpei died for y'all, That could have been real emotional, but I'm pretty sure I was spoiled on it. But even if I wasn't spoiled on it, I don't know if Tempei's death, let me say Tempei's disappearance would have hit me as hard as these two guards. Because these guys were those niggas. Like, they, you know?
Basically, I was just saying that the nurturing atmosphere of the Spina must have been my mother's legacy, rather than my father's. And if that's the only way that I can continue to feel her love, then I'd like to pass that warmth on.
Is that why you let those guys go today?
Basic.
Mm-hmm. Although, maybe there's a part of not wanting to repeat the mistakes of the past. I want to be reasonable, at least. Hey, look! I think you've got something on the line!
A big ass fish.
But why isn't the rod automatically reeling it in?
Imagine I gotta do it up my fucking
Oh,
stuff.
there must be something wrong with how I installed the mechanism. It was my first time putting one of those rods together.
A shark?
We
Imagine.
can't let it get away. Come on, you two. Let's catch it.
Yes, let's go in the water and catch this
You want
fucking.
Paimon to help too?
Oh, I must call Paimon out her name. Don't come on. After some time, you finally manage to reel in the prize catch together. If it's not a fish, I'm pissed. For the rest of the night, your rod continues to reek and catch after catch. Or for some reason, Navi can't seem to hook a single fish. Navi is quite upset about her bad luck, but it's only when you begin to head back that Paimon discovers that the real reason to the mystery of why she didn't get a single bite.
You didn't attach a hook to your line?
Stop talking to me, please.
Stop wasting time! The boss ain't gonna wait all day.
The boss ain't gonna.
Go ahead with the operation tomorrow.
Stop sentimental
Deal with that
scratch.
information as
Synonym.
you wish.
His voice sounds familiar, almost close to Wanderer. Another character.
Well, your rod was missing a part too, so I guess that makes it fair.
I mean,
Well, if we're just talking about the number of missing parts, sure. Oh, never mind. Paimon really can't keep her eyes open anymore.
I think the only thing missing for my rod was you.
All right, go to bed. I had a great time today.
See you tomorrow, Navia.
See you tomorrow.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick. I like how it was quick from like close
so
to midnight,
how was
3
last
a.m.
night?
to now.
Did you get a good night's sleep?
Fuck no.
Paimon dreamt that she danced with the sea stars, so you could say it was stellar. Get it?
She looks so unamused.
I didn't
And where
know
did you
you
get
had
that
such a
from?
great sense of humor.
Coulter, do not fall for that shit.
Gets it?
Anyway.
Like what?
let's
Moving
head out.
on.
I'll arrange for a boat to take us back to Poisson. I'm sure Adele will be happy to see you two again.
Paimon hopes she'll really appreciate your gift.
I hope so too.
We actually gonna be able to see her, please. Oh, we got a rod. What does that say? Yesterday's tears, tomorrow's light. Poison. Demo just dropped. Imagine. Wait. Oh, the demo trailer just dropped. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? But the demo just dropped. Did I watch it after this? I just got a notification. I'll probably watch it after this. Yeah, it gives me a video to upload before I go to bed.
Adele, we're back. We brought you a gift from the court too.
Yeah.
Whoa, thank you so much, boss.
Young buck.
Don't call her boss, okay, Adele? Just Miss Navia would be fine.
Nah, call me boss.
Oh, it's all right. I don't mind. Besides the gift, I've also got another surprise. Guess who's here?
So we're listening to a law?
It's been a while.
Gosh, hello again.
Oh, it's you two. It has been a while indeed. Thank you so much for your help on Jacques' case.
That name is
I've heard
Jacques.
that you also helped save all of Fontaine.
Yeah.
You're truly just like the great heroes of legend.
Heroes of
You're
legend.
really amazing. And if Miss Navia's your friend, then she must be super amazing too.
Am I tripping, chat? Who the fuck are the heroes of legend? First time I've ever uttered those words and me playing Genshin Impact. Who the fuck are the heroes of legend?
What's in this thing? Can I look?
Of course. Go ahead.
Or am I tripping, chat?
Oh, it's a Spina di Rosula uniform. Is it for me? But isn't it a bit big?
It's when you grow up, doofus.
Well, it's a gift for future you. When you first told me that you were interested in joining the Spina, I was overjoyed. But it's the Spina's responsibility
They
to
are
protect
heroes from a
everyone as
legend?
well.
Okay.
Being a member means becoming involved in all kinds of dangerous situations.
I'm gonna watch it after
Since
this.
you're still young, I don't want your mom to have to worry about your safety. So, I turned you down then by telling you that you'll have to wait until you're older. But this uniform is a promise that you can join us once you're old enough to wear it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so that's it. Well, thank you so much, Miss Navia. I'll work hard and grow up as fast as I can.
You're right, nigga.
But you can't really grow up faster by working hard.
Man.
You've got to be patient.
Everyone, I'm really grateful that you remembered
really
my
grateful.
daughter's wish.
Jacques.
And took it seriously. Thanks
Jacques.
to the protection of the Spina, even though her father's no longer with us,
Damn.
we've still felt plenty of warmth and security.
Oh, it's the least we could do. As long as you live in Poisson, even if you're not an official member, you're still part of the family.
Part of the fam.
Boss!
Bobbity booby.
Huh? Is something up, Florent?
I've got something urgent to report. Romeo and his folks have gathered outside Poisson and even shipped in a huge pile of explosives.
Let's go kick their ass.
What? Explosives? What do they want?
It seems like they've been planning this for some time.
Damn.
We started investigating as soon as we received your letter yesterday.
Letter.
But Romeo and his folks must have gotten wind as well, because they abandoned their former posts before we could even check on them. We investigated their tracks and found out that they're after Poisson.
Damn.
Have they
All of it?
smartened up since we caught them red-handed at the court?
Seems like they've got no interest in sitting down and talking at all. We should have gone straight to the Maison Gardiennage.
Damn.
Sorry, I underestimated the situation. Well, too late now, I suppose.
Yeah.
Florent, where are they keeping their explosives?
On the hill to the east of Poisson, near the Clementine line.
Wait, could that mean?
They want to blow up the Clementine line?
Damn.
Certainly sounds like it.
Romeo and his followers hate the Spina and everything to do with Callus. And the Aquabus was the source of their contention. If
That
they
is true.
manage to blow up the Aquabus line, all that rubble will come crashing down the hill and straight into Poisson.
Damn.
Are they insane? There's tons of innocent people in Poisson.
Tons is exaggerating. There's a couple hundred. Couple hundred might be over exaggerating too. We'll have to stop them.
Yeah. If they've been planning this for ages, they're definitely not going to let this opportunity slip by.
Yeah.
We have to issue an evacuation order to the townspeople and get them as far away from the entrance as possible. That should save them from the worst of it.
Let's get everyone onto our ship. That should be the safest place.
My dear partner, can I leave the Clementine line to
I
you?
was gonna say, I'm not gonna gather up these niggas.
If the explosives do go off, not only would the people of Poisson be in danger, any aquabuses using the line would plummet to the ground.
Are those Jean's and sleeping eyes I detect from you? Of course they are. I'm dying.
Let's stop their insanity first,
And he will put me
then
to sleep.
settle the score with them.
Gotta.
Leave it to us, Navia. Please stay safe, too.
Let me tell you, after I react to this trailer, bed, brushing my gums, and
Let's go, you two. We've got to act fast. Miss Coralie, please take Adele to the ship.
are we about to? What the?
Watch out, boss!
Dead ass? Coulter!
What do you think you're doing, Coulter?
I thought all the annoying little hindrances had left, but I still couldn't get rid of you.
What the fuck?
You mean this was all a trick? So that you'd be left alone with me? Coulter, are you with Romeo too?
You was in jail.
I get it now. You knew about their plans all along. You only told us they were doing badly so that we'd drop our guard.
Damn.
Not quite. Though I share their positions on some issues, I've never cared for his more
You knew it.
radical ideas.
I thought it would be crazy.
And that's because, out of the entire Spina di Rosula, I only hate you. Only you, Navia.
Damn!
Better stick close to me.
Why the fuck do you hate her? For what?
Romeo promised me that he would leave Poisson alone if I could just take you out.
What?
But it was like you were glued at the hip to that pesky traveler. You never gave me a chance to make my move. Romeo has lost his patience. I didn't have to be here today, you know. But I swore that I'd kill you, even if it meant being buried with you in the rubble.
What the fuck?
Only someone as clueless about the past as you would ask such a foolish question.
I mean,
You never saw the heyday of Spina di Rosula, nor did you ever live through the golden age of Poisson. But I saw it all with my own eyes.
that doesn't explain why you hate
and I had to
Navia.
watch it all die, little by little. And it was all because of you,
The
Navia.
fuck? Can you explain?
Clementine died because of you.
Damn.
Callus died because of you.
That's cap.
Malus and Silver died because of you. And so many more dead. Everyone dead. All because of you.
Like, do you understand how that just seems like bullshit? They died because of her? Oh yeah, because she caused the major floods in the apartment. Like,
So the shock and grief you showed us before, that was in Act 2?
Now you're catching on. I heard Malus was dead the moment I got out. Did you know? Down there in that blasted fortress, I spent a long time thinking about what happened and resolving to apologize to Malus as soon as I got out.
and now he's gone.
Back then, because of that aquabus, we had a huge fallout.
Damn.
I was convinced that all he cared about was loyalty, and that he had completely lost his capacity for critical thinking.
Critical thinking.
The years passed by in a blur after that. I thought I had finally begun to understand him, and that he could help me relive the good old days again.
Damn.
But then he died.
Died.
It was because of you again, Navia. It's always because of you.
Cap. Navia, let's
I
not
once
even.
loved the Spina and Poisson more than anyone else. But what is left now of either besides death and ruin? You've single-handedly destroyed everything that was beautiful. Everything I've ever loved.
Damn.
Don't listen to him, boss! He's just spouting nonsense!
Have you ever considered that maybe the people around you don't actually care about you at all? Have you ever considered that maybe you only get respect because you're Callus and Clementine's child?
Nah.
That you've never done anything worthy? That you're just a big nothing?
Damn.
Have you ever considered that maybe people don't stay in Poisson because of you, but only because they have such beautiful memories of the past before you came?
You know what's crazy? If we didn't see so much love from these people, he could have been right. Chat, and another universe on the flip side, he's fucking right. If we didn't see all the love they showed for Navia, he's right. But the fact that we saw all the love, he's not.
Because if you do falter, there'll inevitably come a time when you'll have to face the consequences. And when that time comes, those most precious to you really will throw themselves in front of you.
Oh yeah, at the moment, he is just
and pay
yapping.
the price for your mistakes.
He's just talking at the moment because he just wants to make her feel sad and make her weaker or feel weaker. Flip side, he's fucking right.
Yeah. Looking back on it now as an adult, I can hardly believe how patient and kind everyone was. But is that really why they support me? Is their kindness real?
I had to go hate talk to him.
Shut your mouth!
Okay.
I, for one, really like Miss Navia. And my mom loves her too!
What's up, shorty with the raspy voice? Not the kid, but the mom.
Don't know how to explain it, but I like her. And that's that!
I'm sure Mr. Malus would be extremely disappointed in you right now. You've somehow managed to pin the blame for every mistaken tragedy in our history on the boss herself.
History's crazy.
Get out of the way, Florent. I don't want to hurt you.
You're gonna have to.
Damn.
Boss, there's no time for this. Stop hesitating and get out of here before you get buried.
The fuck?
Maybe you think you're being the realist by painting the history of the Spina and Poisson like this.
Poisson.
But the love that I felt from everyone was just as real. I felt it. They've helped me get to where I am. And even now, I will continue to believe in that love.
What?
So let me show you just how much I love the Spina di Rosula.
This dead ass feels like a Persona scene that is gonna go on like CGI. And like she's gonna be standing there and like, I'm thou, thou aren't I. And then her Persona's gonna pop out. I'm gonna kick their ass. Oh, it's just me? Oh, what do you think? Big man.
Coming at ya!
I forgot. What happens when I hold it? Oh, she's like that motherfucker.
Coming at ya! Coming at ya! Hiya!
Hey, big boy.
Fire!
Fire! I knew it. I knew that was gonna be the last character I was able to fight. Damn, knocked them niggas out cleanly, effectively.
Laurent, I'll leave the town to you. Summon the other members and help with the evacuation of the townspeople.
Yes. Oh, he's not on auto for some reason.
If you find any of Coulter's accomplices, subdue them quickly. And don't give them the chance to harm any ordinary civilians. I can't allow my partner to face the danger on the Clementine line alone.
Got it, boss. I'm on it. Are you okay, Navia?
I don't know, but I have to go.
I have to go. I will literally... I'm gonna remember exactly who you are. You came here while I'm doing the story event and I have to do this all over again. It's your ass.
If you find I can't allow.
Got it, boss. I'm on it. Are you okay, Navia?
If I were to do that all over again,
I don't know, but I have to go.
be glad I didn't have to do all that over again. It was a small. I showed while earlier, you and Paimon dashed to the entrance of the whatever.
Let's hurry up there! We have to protect the Clementine line!
We have to
If
protect
they're
the
gonna blow
Clementine
up the
line.
waterway, they must have planted the explosives next to the support pillars. Hey!
Strike a pose. Let's get it on. Ha! Cha! Ra!
Come here, big boy.
Ha! Ha! Cha! Ra!
Yoo-hoo! I see everything!
Stop right there.
We certainly brought a lot of muscle.
Make sure they brought a lot of muscle.
But if we're meeting resistance, we must be heading in the right direction.
Come here, big boys.
Shower me with praise! Let the world come on!
You put in my account to save? No, I'm not. Challenge complete.
These must be the explosives, right? And this is the control mechanism. How can we disable it?
We break it?
Paimon's too scared to touch any of this stuff.
Oh, there's that fat ass keyhole. What's this?
Huh? There's a strangely shaped hole here.
I mean,
What is it for?
if I had to put something in it, it's me. It'd be some kind of keyhole.
Oh, that certainly sounds possible. Maybe one of the people we just beat up has the key. Okay, you take this side, Paimon will take the other. Let's see what we can find.
Bye, Mom. Please don't get kidnapped. Appreciate you. Oh, I'm searching. Nigga had a radish in his ass. Watch it. I'm watching it after this. Chad already told me.
Oh, you found it! That's amazing!
Why am I walking so slow? It's about to fucking explode. Talk to Paimon. Me and Paimon been talking for 6 months. We good.
That should do it, right?
8 months?
Laurent should be able to
8
relax
months.
now.
We should check out the perimeter.
Oh,
just in
you're
case.
right. They could have set explosives elsewhere too. Let's go.
This nigga's still shining. I bet you got a radish in your ass too. Blurry? Okay, sit 4K? Bitch. Ooh. 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 Off a tree, MC? MC, if you don't stop a couple fucking rocks.
Great work, partner. Just leave the rest to me.
Watch out, Navia. You can't block them all.
Block. I'm doing this the Spina way.
With a fucking gun umbrella. Ugh! MC! Never fucking mind. I need that whole entire OST, please and thank you. Chat, that's why she's my 15th baby mama. Baby mama number 15. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Haven't got alerted members of the arrived at the scene. Yeah, whatever that say, Genshin. Yeah, sure. We didn't even catch the hooker.
That even they're your enemies now.
Deep ass
They were
voice.
Once a part of Spina di Rasula. Do you plan to settle this privately with them?
Of course.
I have nothing more to say to them.
This is gang activity.
Regardless of whether their hatred and anger towards me or the Spina was justified, anyone who's willing to endanger innocent civilians
Gang affairs.
is no longer sane enough to even be worth trying to
Did
talk
I
to.
sober her from that? Nah.
Please prosecute them in accordance
The
to the
stomach
law.
is still full of
Spina di Rasula will
henny.
not raise any objections.
Sounds good. We're very
Sounds good.
appreciative of your help. Without it, the consequences would have been far worse.
Yes,
All right.
thank you, 12.
This operation is a wrap.
Big man.
Take him away.
We won, Navia! We saved everyone!
I would have jumped in the water.
So cool.
I would have jumped in the water.
Luckily, we were just in time.
Look, you look a little pale. Feel a bit fatigued.
It's probably because I
When you
expended
playing
too
Star Rail?
much
Probably tomorrow.
elemental energy at once. I'll be fine.
This liquor put me to
Don't worry
sleep.
about me.
But I do got something to do on Star Rail.
But you usually glow up whenever other people compliment you. Paimon's not used to seeing you like this.
Damn, can a nigga be tired?
Boss, we managed to catch all the infiltrators in the town. The Maison Gardiennage is taking them away as
Maison.
well. Seems like Romeo really went all in on this mission. If he sent literally everyone he had, though,
Penny bellyache
it
is
also means
insane.
we've caught them all too. We won't have to worry about them from now on.
Got it.
Yeah, I
That's good,
will.
at least.
Why is this nigga not in cuffs?
Coulter.
And we
I
trusted you.
understand how you feel.
Can you? I really don't.
The things that we lost, they're forever beyond our grasp now.
Yeah.
And that makes them appear
Look at
even
this
more
crab
precious.
ruining the mood.
I am not callous, and I will also never become him. The Spina and the Poisson that you loved are both gone.
Ooh!
But I will not change how I feel about
I
our
see my
future.
jams. I have them on right now. I'm going
I
straight to
still
bed after
believe that
go.
this is a great opportunity to start anew. I will spend more of what the Spina earns on the betterment of Poisson.
She got a star in her eye.
What's more,
Because when this
I'd
star real,
also like to propose some changes to the Aquabus routes, so that one day
you don't really gotta explain to
the
this
people
nigga.
of Poisson
Fuck
will
this nigga.
enjoy the boons it brings as well.
Not the bones.
I know what you're trying to say. Mr. Callus would never have said anything like that. There are too
Damn.
many things in life that are just beyond our control. In that, we are the same.
Nigga, fuck
Henceforth,
you.
You are no longer a member of Spina di Rosula.
Ooh!
Once you're discharged from the fortress again, you're welcome to pay another visit to Poisson.
No, the fuck you're
Thank
not.
you, Navia.
Fuck him. I would have took that umbrella gun, shot 15 in his back. Would have been a goner.
As I thought. Boss really is a kind and gentle person.
Nigga went to another gang.
She is also, I must say, a truly unlucky person.
Damn.
Thank you for protecting the Clementine line.
Nigga, fuck
I
this
was actually
bitch.
really scared, you know.
You know?
I mean, even the Callus line won't be getting rebuilt anytime soon.
True.
If I'd lost the Clementine line too, I wouldn't know how to live with myself.
Damn.
A name is a way to etch a memory onto the world.
Aw.
Losing the line that bears her name, that I can see every day, would be like losing my mother all over again. Seeing it still standing there, tall and proud, it makes me really happy.
What happened while we were gone? Honestly, you look more upset than tired or anything.
Alright, Paimon, you
Just
talking
give
a
her
lot.
some time.
Damn, Paimon. Shit, just a lot. It's it's okay. Everything's fine now. I'll get you back to Poisson.
Thank you so much. Can you give me a hand? I really don't have much strength
I mean,
left.
if you need a piggyback ride, I'm the nigga to do it.
Traveler, I want to
Aw.
ask you something. And please, tell me the truth.
Do I love
Do
you?
you really
Yes.
see me as your partner?
I see. I mean, if you trying to be, you just gotta let me know if you want to be more than partners, cause you feel me? Cause you've been calling me partner. We could be something even further.
Of course.
You know how much money it took them to make him say them 2 words?
That's good then.
This nigga only said 2 words this whole time.
Hearing that, it brings me more relief than I can say.
When he said, of course, that cost $500,000. That cost $500,000, chat. GG's.
How do you feel, Navia? Any better after taking a break?
I feel quite a bit better. But I should probably still rest for a few more days.
Few more days. God damn.
Sorry, partner. I said some weird things earlier. Feel free to just ignore me.
A little weird, that's true. But that's because I've never heard you doubt yourself before.
I used to think
You can just
that
call me
I'd
husband.
never doubt myself.
Berserk guy, what's up with you, gang?
You could say I've discovered that I'm not as strong as I thought I was.
You could just start calling me husband if you need to.
Coulter mentioned my parents, as well as Malus and Silver.
They might bring me back to the Shadow
all
Realm.
Thanks to them that I've made it this far in life.
Tell them I told you to bring you out. Why
Do
get
you
dark all of a
think-
sudden? Hold on. You're kind of killing this lighting.
They ever regretted the choices they made? Has my existence made this world a better place?
Don't think like that, Navia. You've already done more than enough.
Chat, listen to me. This is me going on a random drunk rant. You ever think that this world needs to be better because you're in it, or this world got worse because you in it, stop thinking that. Fuck this world, nigga. As long as you're having a good time, as long as you feel good, that's all you need to worry about. Fuck everybody else, the people who even brought you into the world. If you feel like you gotta say fuck them for you to be happy, that's what you gotta do. But to think that, did this world become a better place because I'm here? Fuck that. This world is gonna be shitty or as good as it needs to be as the society that we are. It's gonna make it as good as worth. You as a one person are not gonna be able to change that. It's gonna take a group effort. It's gonna take a lot of people. If you're ever thinking, I'm here, did I make the world a better place? Did you have fun while you were on this world? Are you actively trying to make yourself happy? That's what you need to be thinking about. You need to think about your life, your situation, your area, your energy that you're going through right now. Make sure that you're happy. And if everybody else in this world got to be pissed off at you, or everybody else in this world has to be unhappy in order for you to be happy, then that's just what the fuck you got to do. Fuck everybody else. In your mind, as long as you're happy, that's all you got to worry about. You should never be in pain because of somebody else. You should never suffer because you think somebody else should be happy instead of you. If everybody got to be fucking upset in order for you to be happy, then I guess that's just what it got to take. And put that in your mind. You're an individual person on this planet of billions of people. Everybody can't be happy, but you can definitely try your hardest and make yourself feel happy and make yourself feel good. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
No matter what others think, we'll always support you to the end of the world.
Well, since it's ended up like this, I suppose it's time for me to make a confession as well.
Huh?
There's something that
I'm
I've
finna
been
pass
keeping
out
from
too.
you
Don't
as
even
well,
worry about
boss.
it.
Please follow me. Everything is already prepared.
Florent, I hope you can understand that I can't deal with any more shocking revelations right now.
You better already made the statue, bitch. That's all I'm
Don't
saying.
worry.
You recommend
This
Farina?
surprise
Yeah,
will
she's
be a
cool.
pleasant one.
She's OD. Besides that, I mean, if why is it not letting me track him? Hello? The fuck? If you have to choose, I mean, if you have a chance to get Neverlet and Farina, they're both good on individual teams. They're good separately, and they're both really fucking good. I think they're some of the best characters that came out in this update. And you know, I'm not really a comp person. I'm not really a person to tell you to get this or that character. But Neverlet and Farina are good as fuck. And honestly, characters that you should, if you have to spend money, they're literally as good as I know technically Farina is, you know, I don't want to spoil for anybody. Farina's good as fuck. I mean, Farina's an Archon, so you know she's good as fuck. And you know, Neverlet is Neverlet, so you know, for anybody who hasn't done the story, Neverlet and Farina are good as fuck, and you should get them. Neverlet is as good as the Archons.
Why is everyone gathered here? And what's...
Nigga, take your scuba suit off.
This was supposed to be a gift to you from everyone in the town. We were originally planning to show it to you once it was finished, but special times call for special measures. I've never seen you look so defeated before, so I've decided to show you the designs before the final product was done.
Okay.
Do I really look that bad?
Oh my gosh.
Well, if you're ready, I'll unveil the present.
Old ass lady. Ooh. Ooh. Kinda hard. She look old as shit though. Actually, old as shit? I'm capping. She look mid-20s. Hold on.
This is...
Where your mom at?
Papa
I mean, I know where your mom at, but y'all get it, hopefully.
and me.
We designed the look for Miss Clementine based on old camera records. as well as personal recollections from members of the Spina.
Damn.
Wow.
I know we're that good.
This is the statue you mentioned before?
Yeah.
It is indeed. To be honest, we decided on the design a long time ago, and gave the sculptor permission to begin working.
Mm-hmm.
We only asked Boss to decide on a design so she wouldn't realize we had already started.
How could we only have statues of Mr. Callus and Mrs. Clementine?
You're old as fuck.
Even though Boss is still young, we've all seen the work she's put in regarding the whole synth business.
And you're old as fuck.
Building a Poisson.
We wanted to commemorate her contributions.
He goes
to the
scuba suit
statue
off.
as well.
I don't know what Spina di Rosula was like in the past, but I know it's a great organization now.
Yeah, we kill niggas,
With
so
Navia around,
you'll find out.
we're not worried about this place's future.
We're gathered here today to tell our boss
We love you.
support you and believe in you wholeheartedly. I believe everyone is here for you, not the glory days.
Yeah, all 6 of us.
That's what we believe as well.
I will also always believe in the bond between
Thank
us.
you so much, everyone. Then I'll be brave and just accept everyone's support for what it is.
Shut you
This
up,
really is quite the surprise.
Don't start crying, because if you start crying, I'm
never
gonna start
thought
crying.
That I'd have the chance to stand next to my mother. Not even in my wildest dreams.
Not your wildest dreams. Aw, braving the tides together. Cute.
It seems like I started to question myself a bit too much.
Oh yeah, you did.
I'll pick myself up again and become a more reliable president for all of you.
Yeah.
Looking back on it, I'm honestly embarrassed by how I acted earlier.
I'm about asking, do you really see me as a partner?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why do you have to remind me?
I mean, you just call me
Say that
husband.
again. It's super embarrassing for me. Oh, forget it now. Please forget that I ever said anything. Oh, wait. But it'd also be bad if you were to forget it.
You just call me husband.
Okay, but please keep it a secret between us from now on. Please don't ever mention it again.
You just call me husband.
It seems like I start looking back on it.
Amazon.
I've thought about it before. Though my mother only wanted me to live a happy life.
Take a photo with Charlotte. I
That's
got you.
actually a tall order as well. In practice, it's just as hard to
With
achieve
Charlotte?
my
I don't
father's
have Charlotte. I
expectations
don't think.
for me. Even though my parents had very different personalities, they always had a lot of respect for each other. The Aquabus project was a monumental project that stood to benefit all of Fontaine. It would have been a little close-minded to assess or evaluate it only from the perspective of the clan.
Yeah.
I think that's
Like, y'all
probably
see-
why she didn't step in to mediate or oppose the building of the lines.
It was crazy. I think this might be the first time as well that we've seen it as
It
clans.
seems like I start looking back on it.
I've been seeing it as an
I'm
organization,
honestly
but a
embarrassed by how-
clan?
I'm sure everyone
Like a
longs
mafia
for that
situation,
one
but
thing
not
in
a
life
clan.
that seems trivial to others, but they themselves can never obtain. To me, that would be a family portrait. I've always been super jealous of other people's family photos. I've never thought I'd receive a family portrait of my own,
Aw.
especially not like this. It seems like I'm not such an unlucky person after all.
Really, the unlucky portion of her just came out of nowhere. Not really nowhere, but I don't like how she calls herself unlucky though. That's something I really don't agree with. She's tall as shit, by the way. Holy shit. Save. I don't think I have any coinage to, summon for her again. So we'll see if I feel like summoning for her again. We'll see if I feel like summoning for her again, chat. What's this? I think that's it, chat. But at the same time, I don't have enough things to summon for her. So I shall ask my inner self if I feel like spending money for her. Because how long do I have? 4 days? Yeah, we're gonna see if I feel like resummoning for her. Or the Raiden Shogun, But we shall see, chat. We shall see. Anyways, even though I was extremely drunk for this one. I was extremely drunk in the beginning of this one. But as I continue, that plot twist kind of sobered me up. That cutscene kind of sobered me up. and I'm still kind of drunk right now. At the end of the day, it was still good as fuck though. That plot twist came out of fucking nowhere. I was suspicious, but in the back of my head, I'm like, Genshin want to do some shit like this. That's what I was thinking. Completely honest. I was like, he can honestly betray us. And I wouldn't fucking believe it. I was like, Genshin wouldn't do this shit. This is something that's legit going to sit in the back of my head. But like I said, the whole situation with Tenpei was fucking insane. I mean, it was fucking insane, but
Boring.
compared to this, I feel like this is a better representation of death in this game because it's actually connected to us and it's connected to a 5-star character. I already gave an example of what that means in accordance to how death and characters go, but I feel like this was a better representation, and I doubt it's connected at all. But if it is connected, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, hey, this is basically what happened to Tenpei. It's just that Kokomi just wasn't that close to Tenpei, but this is actually what happened. That Tenpei actually died, because I don't remember anybody actually saying that Tenpei died. But you know, if you know, you know. You don't, you don't. Anyways, that's all I have for this video. This video is gonna come out after I do the reaction to the whatchamacallit, the thingamajig that came out tonight. So everybody over on the YouTubes, like the video, like and subscribe channel, get some more videos and my videos come out. Comment comments any other video edition I have. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitch, keep it live all the time. People with KingRosé. I'm out of here.